Raccoons theme music in my head all morning.
I couldn't even tell you the Raccoons theme music.
Gotta run with us. We got everything you need. Are you Raccoons era? Or is it
I
just
think
me?
I caught some of them. I was like, when I was very, very little, it was like Snorks.
Oh, God, have fun
yeah.
with those Snorks.
Yeah, Snorks were cool.
Oh.
Whereas Raccoons,
Oh,
they just eat your rubbish. They're crap.
Don't even at me. Raccoons are brilliant, and as is the news. CM Punk has strong words for The Miz after WWE Backstage. WWE have signed a top independent star, and a former WWE star makes their NWA Power debut. Find out who in a little while. What you saw then was two people having a fallout over whether Raccoons or Snorks were better.
Snorks are better.
Let's not do that again, mate.
They can live underwater.
Raccoons can. They have a
They've got
snorkel.
straws. You could probably you could kill a snork and use it in your drink.
Oh, that's really dark.
Can't do that with a raccoon. It'd just be grim.
Almost as controversial as the comments made by Miz/CM Punk on Twitter in the wee hours of this morning / last night in America.
Yeah.
This is all a bit mean. So Miz did a video after he was on WWE Backstage.
It was sort of one of those social media videos, right? Like bit where it's finished recording, they're just sort of all having a bit of a laugh.
He was taking his mic off and all this stuff, and he said, "Oh, I've been the best guest ever, haven't I?" And they all kind of went, I was all thinking, no, because you're not CM Punk. So then Miz responds by, "Oh, sorry, I didn't change the culture."
Yeah.
And CM Punk had something to say, say about that.
CM Punk's a pretty straightforward guy, doesn't like to mince his words. I can't really say it properly, so we'll skirt around it as much as we can. Punk tweeted in response to this, "Go suck a blood money covered
Radio edit.
In Saudi Arabia, you
radio edit.
dork." He since deleted the tweet, but that's just aggressively hitting out about the Saudi Arabia thing, which, well within his rights to do. It is a very, very controversial situation. Of all the things I was expecting to happen, it wasn't that Punk was going to go after The Miz in such a violent fashion on Twitter last night.
It was just, I woke up this morning, checked my phone, and I was like, "Oh, what's happening in the wrestling world?" And that's literally the first thing I saw was CM Punk's Twitter. I was like, okay, that kind of Wednesday, is it? Fine. If there was ever any doubt that CM Punk works for Fox and not WWE, it's that tweet.
Yeah, but this thing is CM Punk works for Fox, and like you said it yourself there, it's like our best guest we ever had. It's like, has CM Punk done much with Backstage recently?
Oh.
Like, has he?
Well, I think he
turned up on one episode.
Him being there, I think.
For one episode?
Is it two?
Has he done two? Two episodes?
The fact that you didn't know he'd done two.
Like, he's not there every week. So it's like, what, is he working for Fox? Is it just like a recurring guest spot? Like, what's he
That was it.
doing?
It was always said he was only going to be sort of a casual guest. He's back on the 21st of January.
Right, okay.
So he's doing his third appearance then. A lot of people, not just coming at Miz for that comment, but coming at CM Punk, because obviously the connotations of it are relatively homophobic.
They are.
For lack of a better term.
It's one of those weird things where you can't really, despite the fact the words he used are quite homophobic, quite graphic, but you can't really go after him for speaking out about the Saudi Arabia situation.
Yeah, that is true.
Are you going to defend $1 billion company working with an oppressive regime?
For the record, I'm not.
He does it in the office all the time.
Oh,
all the time.
Don't bring that up.
Bring it up, and he'll sit there and he'll be like, "You were all wrong."
I, for one,
and he'll just drop this
Crown
tome. Just.
I may or may not have a countdown clock for Crown Jewel 2020 on my desk. May or may not. That's not to say. CM Punk back on Backstage on the 21st of January. Will we bring this up, I wonder?
I don't think they're going to want to bring up a tweet that graphic. They might mention you had some strong words for The Miz. They might turn this into like a work shoot, maybe. I don't understand why it just escalated. It sort of went 0 to 100 real fast.
Really did, didn't it?
It's like it struck a nerve. Like maybe it was like an in joke or something, or some I don't know. But that really struck a nerve. But yeah, that's
obviously the tweet has been deleted, but this is the internet, so I'm pretty sure if you're savvy enough, you could probably see.
Yeah, it'll be out there. It'll be on Reddit 1,000 times.
There you go. More wrestling-based wrestling news now. WWE have signed top independent star.
Who is it? Is it CM Punk?
Oh! It's Mercedes Martinez.
Incredible. Like,
Good.
I'm actually shocked. Like, I'm really, really shocked because with Mercedes Martinez turning up on AEW, everybody, there was such a huge buzz, and it was like, is she going to go to AEW? And now she's signed with WWE. And now it's like, okay. Like, when I saw this, I was like, what? Like, really? Like, is that what's happening? She's going to be a massive, massive get for WWE's women's division.
Absolutely, Howard.
It's just amazing. Just amazing.
It's set to report to the Performance Centre later on this month, where obviously she'll get a little bit of the WWE style of training, and presumably they'll work out where to stand for entrances and stuff. I love watching how they build an entrance. There is video that shows Triple H showing Finn Balor how he's going to do his entrance. To the point of Triple H basically doing Finn Balor's entrance for him, which I just love. I like the idea of Triple H saying, right, this is where you're going to do your entrance. She's a big deal. They flirted with bringing Mercedes Martinez in for quite a while. She was in both Mae Young Classic tournaments, having a showing in both. Lost in the semis to Shayna Baszler in the first, I think, and then lost to Miko Satomura in the next one.
No.
But the fact that they put her in such high stead. And then obviously she's turned up AEW All Out, and she was on an episode of Dark. So they've obviously sort of flirted with the idea of bringing in Mercedes Martinez in as well, which I wonder whether that's forced WWE's hand a bit.
WWE just gone, ah!
It's like watching somebody else. It's like when you're a kid and you watch somebody else play with your toys. Like, no, I want that one.
Even though you've never played with it for 6-7 months. Yeah, you're just like, mine.
First feud for Martinez.
Oh. I'd like it to just go straight for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Just continue this trend of Rhea Ripley shows up and she's like, Shayna, you think you're hard. And then have Mercedes Martinez be like, oh, Rhea, you think you're hard. And then just keep it going. You just get harder and harder people to come in.
To the point where, like, the main event of WrestleMania is for the NXT Women's title, and it's Ronda Rousey versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm down for this. Confectionery news now. And WWE, in association with Good Humor, the ice cream people, have finally brought back the WWE Ice Cream Bars. Get it? Why are you doing a head shake?
It's just become a forced ass meme.
No,
it's all CM Punk driven, like, humor of, like, you know, where's my ice cream bar? Like, ice cream bars, it's a cool thing. It's a weird bit of merchandise. I quite like that, but it's just like everybody makes such a big deal about it. You wouldn't make a big deal about a new t-shirt dropping unless it was spectacular, like incredible. I don't know, but like it's like sort of, it's just any other piece of merchandise. But for some reason, ice cream bars, everybody loses their minds, and it makes me confused. I'm just like, what? Yeah.
I remember seeing them in the 90s.
You only want them because CM Punk said they were cool. That's it. That's the only reason. And now they've taken the chocolate out of them. So if you want a chocolate, then get out.
Now that I'm livid about. Yeah. But I'll have you know, young scallywag, I'm 36 years old this year. I remember the first time round. Hey, back then when we could eat arsenic and it was good for you. But I think I kind of agree with you in the sense that this is a meme, and what's happened now, in the same way as, right, you know that lovely song that myself and Ross did, which you put a stunning video together for. This is Sam Driver that made the Don't You Forget About Keith video.
And that is the end of that song.
Give him all, exactly. But this is it. Once, like, I love doing that, I love making that, I had so much fun with it. Once they chanted it at NXT, that's it.
It's hit the plateau, that's it done. Yeah.
It's reached a full conclusion, like that's the end now, we can't, it's reached its fait accompli. And the same way that now the ice cream sandwiches are out, that's a fait accompli.
I'll just wait, there'll be a change.org petition together right now. There probably is already one. It's like, get CM Punk on a WWE Ice Cream Bar. And it'll be, it's just, I don't know what it is. It just, this in particular just makes me like, why? Why is this so important to people? But like, I don't know, I guess people do have memories attached to them. I'm just being a miserable old man.
Live reactions next week to Sam Driver eating a WWE ice cream sandwich.
Oh.
Holler if you hear me! Not my words, the words of somebody far away.
I am so happy. I am so happy. I am so happy.
Why are you happy, Sam Driver?
Because Scott Steiner has debuted for NWA, or re-debuted, I guess, because he's worked NWA before. But Scott Steiner has turned up on NWA Power. I can't believe it. 2020 and Scott Steiner is still going. Big Papa Pump still exists. He runs a Shoney's now, but he still wrestles.
Does he run? Whoa, hang on, there's the news. He runs a Shoney's.
Do you know he runs a Shoney's?
I did not know.
So
I'd love to go to Scott Steiner.
I think it's in Atlanta. I think he runs it's somewhere in Georgia, I'm sure. He runs a Shoney's, but he bought the franchise. The video of the announcement was there was like an old site with an old Shoney's on it, and it was him and his brother and a couple of other people, I think, from WCW driving like a JCB through the front window and smashing it all up because they were going to build a brand new one. But if you go to it, it has like WCW World Title. It has loads of old wrestling memorabilia. He stopped a mugging like across the street. As well, like about 2 or 3 years ago, he stopped a mugging while he was out in like the local area, and he appeared on the news as Scott Wrecked Steiner. And it's just so weird because he used to hear him being like proper like, you know, he's fat and just proper like high pitched. He's just on the news like, yeah. So I saw this guy,
owner of local,
just like a normal voice.
God, that's amazing.
But I just like Scott Steiner in this day and age, still wrestling, and I know he can't go like he used to. The Steiners are one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Big Papa Pump is one of the greatest wrestling characters ever. I love it. It's just a complete rip-off of superstar Billy Graham, but I love it. And yeah, it's just 2020.
Well, this is NWA Power is proper rolling back the years because Steiner's in action next week.
Yeah.
He is teaming up with the Wild Cards for Team Aldis against Team Morton, which is Robert Gibson and 2 others.
Is one of them Ricky Morton?
No, it's not. Because if Team Morton wins, Ricky Morton gets a shot at the NWA title.
What?
In 2020.
Hang on, have the Midnight ever gone solo like that?
Oh, I'm sure Robert Gibbs and Ricky Morton.
Not Midnight, Rock and Roll.
I'm sure they both, and you'll tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm sure both Morton and Gibson have had one-on-one matches with Flair for the NWA title.
Right.
I'm sure of it. If I'm wrong, then whoa.
I mean, it's interesting, but
yeah, but that's 2020 for you.
Yeah, we're in the
time.
weirdest timeline. Like Scott Steiner's back. The Rock and Roll Express are somehow stronger than ever. Have been on pay-per-view within the last 12 months and been featured. I don't even. What's next? Like seriously, what's next? I'm like, part of me thinks Sting's gonna sneak back for a match.
Ooh, do you reckon?
Yeah. Part of me thinks 2020 might see a Sting Saudi Arabia match. I reckon potentially Edge. I'm trying to think of like weirder, more outlandish. But I mean, Christ, Pierre Carlule, Quebecer Pierre is now Ring of Honor World Champion. Is featured around like
we're in somebody's weird fever dream. Aren't
we are. Donald Trump is president. Like everything is just like. It's like somebody like gave Father Time acid, and that's it. Like it's just.
It's a weird trip in somebody's mind. But we're still in Shoney's. Have a great Wednesday. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.